What's up, guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my Monday Night Raw live review here on the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to leave a thumbs up here, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below and also below you in this lovely display at Michael87. Made my displays here on this channel, the backgrounds and everything here. Great work. If you guys want to go check them out on Twitter, if you guys are starting up a wrestling podcast or a YouTube channel, that's the guy to talk to. But again, tell your friends, family, come join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. And Monday Night Raw just ended here. So I need to shut myself up here. Monday Night Raw just ended. And what the fuck was that? What the fuck did I just, watched for 3 hours? I could have went to the restroom, took a shit for 3 hours, came back, probably didn't miss anything. I could have, could have done a lot of other things. Better for my 3 hours. I could have been playing Call of Duty. I could have been doing a lot of other things for my other YouTube channel instead of watching this piece of shit show. Tonight's Raw didn't do anything for me to go watch fucking Extreme Rules this Sunday. This was your go-home show. No, my God, shut up. Let me actually, okay, there we go. Let me get the chat up here. But tonight's Monday Night Raw, it was that. It was god-awful. It was shit. It was terrible. It was everything that you could put in a synonym. And it was just terrible. Just fucking god-awful tonight. I could, like I said, I could have went to go take a shit. I could have done this. I could have done that for 3 hours. I did not miss anything tonight. There was nothing here that made me go, ooh, Extreme Rules this Sunday. Ooh. Nothing. Everything was ass backwards. Everything was, it felt rushed tonight to me on what I saw. So, you did have a couple of good matches in here, and every week there is good matches. It's just that I don't give a fuck. I simply don't give a shit about the outcomes of these matches or anything that happened, because we all know that these are all done but filler matches. We all know that these matches have, really have anything to do with the outcomes of the matches on Sunday. You gave away one match, a possible ending for a match, that we may see on Sunday between Austin Aries and Neville. Neville tapped down in the fucking last chancery. I think a lot of people, including myself, are thinking that it's time for Austin Aries to win, especially in a gimmick match like this. And if Austin Aries wins this Sunday, it's not gonna feel important, because you gave away the ending tonight. That makes me think that fucking Neville may win. Who knows? Terrible show tonight, guys. Terrible show tonight. I don't know how to put it into words on what the fuck I saw, what WWE did not do tonight in order to build up the show properly. I gave it a chance. I was like, you know what? And that was very stupid of me. Very stupid of me to give this show a chance, as we know time after time again that WWE disappoints us. And again, WWE disappointed tonight to the utmost degree tonight. I don't even know if this was worse than last week. I don't even know if this is better than last week. The shit that I took yesterday is better than the shit that I took this morning. At the end of the day, it's still shit. This is bad business. This is bad business for WWE. Bad business for WWE, because if you are trying to build for a show like Extreme Rules, now, mind you, is a third-rate pay-per-view. I mean, it's not like it's fucking SummerSlam. It's not like it's fucking Royal Rumble. Hell, even Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank is the best non-Big Four pay-per-view that WWE has. You know what I mean? I think if there was a Big Five, Money in the Bank would be the fifth one. So it's just not it's just not good at all what WWE is doing. You know, it's quite upsetting as well, just because of the fact that, you know, they have the talent, they have the roster, they have, you know, the in-ring skills and the promo ability. It's just that WWE can't seem to put thoughts on paper or in a computer about storylines that will make sense to build to a show. Now, you had to scramble because of Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman's injured. You have to scramble for that. But that's just for the main event. What happened with the other matches? What happened with the other matches that were going to be seen on the fucking card? You know, Alexa Bliss and Bayley, mind you, I was not really, you know, ready for this match or wanted to see this match. But Alexa Bliss kept me in it. And I seen Alexa Bliss in one of the most downright, most pathetic segments I ever seen her in. You know what I mean? She was in a segment tonight that was worse, almost as bad as the old day. If you remember that fucking shit segment last year. Terrible, terrible, terrible show. I don't know where they're trying to go with this. I don't know what's the end game for any of this here. I just know that WWE really, 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 really needs to get their shit together on the fucking Raw brand. Terrible. Terrible. I'm going to run down the card for you guys. You guys want to talk about it in the chat, you guys can. More welcome to talk about it in the chat. You can also tweet me on Twitter at JDVenom02. And yeah, so let's go and give the rundown of the card, because I have nothing else to say outside of what I said. I'm just gonna give the rundown of the show here, and that's it. I mean, that's all you can really do at this point, is just wait for fucking Sunday. There were some couple positives for the show. I mean, we did see the Revival. My boys are back. You know what I mean? We did see the Revival. I think Elias Sampson in this match, he looked good. You know, and I think it's especially because of Zach Evans. He made everything that he did in the ring tonight made it look like he killed him. He bumped great tonight. That fucking the jobber. If I'm talking about a jobber as a positive point for the show, you know I'm reaching for something. You know I'm trying to reach for something positive. If I'm talking about a jobber that looked good in a match because he was bumping great. Fucking pathetic, man. The whole Corey Graves, Kurt Angle, Big Cass, Enzo is intriguing, but at the end of the day, it's screaming to me, the fucking getting hit by the card, and, Rikishi said I did it for The Rock, and all that shit. I see Cass coming out of this being, turning on Enzo. That's what I fucking see right now at this point in time. That's what I see. But, outside that, this show, there was nothing really much to talk about this show. A lot of pointless shit on here. Like I said, I keep going away from the narrative of me right now the show, but do you guys really want me to sit here and try to talk to you guys about fucking, hey, this show was great tonight. This show was good. Ooh, can't wait for Neville and Austin Aries this Sunday. It's gonna be great. I think the match is gonna be good, but I should not have to be. I don't want to complain. I don't want to fucking complain. SmackDown, you're gonna see a different tune tomorrow. NXT, you're gonna see a different tune on Wednesday. But Monday nights are fucking Bleach infested. Get your shots ready, cause it's gonna be a long, long night in Bleachville. Terrible show. So we start off tonight's Monday Night Raw with Miz TV. Miz comes out and he says is really good about the match against WWE Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose at Extreme Rules on Sunday. He talks about how he went to General Manager Kurt Angle to get the stipulation to see if he wins the title on a disqualification. The Miz goes on, okay, you know what? Basically, this is what happens. Miz goes on, he introduces Sheamus and Cesaro, and the Miz, well, he was in his attire. Usually when there's a Miz TV, he's in a suit and tie and, in his glasses. Well, he was in his ring attire. He calls out Sheamus and Cesaro. Can you guys really see where I'm going with this? Like, it's so obvious every single week. This is what Monday Night Raw is every single week, guys. Pretty much, someone gets on the mic, or we get our promo started with, someone's theme music hits, another guy comes out, someone else's theme music hits, another guy comes out. It's the same repetitive shit every week. And SmackDown does it too. But SmackDown does it with the sense of, they do it in a unique way. You get the same shit, you get the same outcome, but, you know, they make it to where that, you know, when the match actually happens, it's just not booked. You know what I mean? It's just not out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It seems like there's some structure behind it when it's done on SmackDown. If you remember last week, Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn got in each other's faces, and fucking, you know, Shane McMahon was all like, "Whoa, I see that you guys still have, you know, you still are having bad blood against each other. You know what? You, Baron Corbin, you, Sami Zayn, tonight, it looks like your feud is not settled." There's an explanation, but with Monday Night Raw, it's just like, oh, coming back from commercial break, Kurt Angle made a match between, you know, fucking, you know, the Hardys and Dean Ambrose versus, you know, The Miz, Cesaro, and Sheamus. It's terrible. Terrible structure. And that's what we got. Should I really go over the promo? What does the promo have purpose with this here? It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. The end result was the Hardys and Dean Ambrose versus Miz, Sheamus, and Cesaro. That was the end result. We got some delete chants. Always good to see. I like it. You know, I'm just waiting on the whole Hardy situation with Anthem. I may have some news for you guys on this Friday's Gain Over podcast. I did get some more information about the Hardy situation, so we'll see how. I mean, that's till Friday though, so there may be some new news coming out with the Hardys, because it seems like every other day there's some new news with the Hardys. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some new news with the Hardys on at least by Friday for the Gain Over podcast. And also as well, guys, if you guys are joining here, be sure to click that subscribe button. Go and click the thumbs up as well. Daily wrestling content on this channel, guys. Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT reviews, Monday through Wednesday. This Thursday, I'm going to have my Extreme Rules preview and predictions. That's going to be up live on the channel. On Friday is the Gain Over podcast for one of the best news and rumors. I'm not saying I am the best, but one of the most best news and rumors here on YouTube. Then every single Saturday, there is a top 10 video here on this channel. So be sure to click that subscribe button. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page as well, as you can see that down below you. And I would love to talk to you guys in the chat as well. If you guys want to leave a message in the chat, I will respond to you as we go along here tonight. But the segment with with Miz and Cesaro and fucking Sheamus and the Hardys and Dean Ambrose, it just led to a match. We're not stupid, okay? We're not stupid at all on how WWE does this every single week. It is the same monotonous shit. Match, though. I always say this. The promos, the backstage segments with Raw has been cringeworthy. In most cases, the matches deliver in some fashion. I wasn't bored with this match. The only thing is that we always see this type of variation. Lazy matches by WWE. Match was good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shit on the match. I just don't like the way they do it. If you had these 6 men involved, right? How come you couldn't do, I don't know, Jeff Hardy versus Miz? Unique. You can still intertwine both feuds together. How come you couldn't do, I don't know, Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose? Interesting. Or Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose. That'd be even a better match, actually. Intertwine the two feuds. Have Miz come out during the match of Dean Ambrose and Cesaro and interfere. You know what I mean? Have like, for example, let's say we do like Matt Hardy versus The Miz. Have Sheamus come out. You know what I mean? Have Sheamus come out and interfere. And have Sheamus and Cesaro interfere in that match. What's wrong with that? You don't have to put these guys against each other in some fashion every week. It's lazy. It takes nothing but fucking 15 seconds to come up with the fucking idea and put it on paper and say, hey, we're gonna do this. I'm tired of seeing, especially with tag team views, I'm tired of seeing, when there's 3 weeks to a pay-per-view, you have one tag team member versus another tag team member 1 week. Then next week you have vice versa. The other tag team member versus the other tag team member. Then the next week, either you get a actual match between the two teams, which is fucking retarded. You're giving away the match for free on TV. Or you get something like this, a 6-man tag. And that's what we got tonight. It comes from WWE on SmackDown and Raw. I salute everyone who can sit through the full 3 hours every week. Man, Draven, you and me both, bro. You and me both, man. Oh my, again, guys, we're live here on YouTube. This is my first live stream here. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing this every week now because I want to be interactive with you guys, and also as well, I want to, it's easier for me to get the videos done. I mean, I'm doing the same exact review. Might as well do it live. So hopefully you guys understand that. So I'll be doing live reviews from this point forward. Match was, like I said, match was decent. Dean Ambrose and the Hardys win. Jeff lands a fucking beautiful swanton bomb. Very good. A lot of everybody got their their signature / finisher at the end of these 6-man tags. You know how this kind of happens. Like, pretty much Dean Ambrose hits the Dirty Deeds on Cesaro. Matt. Oh, yeah, one thing about this match. Matt tries to go for a twist of fate on The Miz, and there was a real botchy moment. I think it was The Miz's fault. Whatever it was bad. It was a twist of fate into a net breaker. Now, mind you, there's some people out there say, hey, Mallory used to do that back in the day. That's true. Don't want to dispute that at all. I remember seeing that as well, but that looked very sloppy. But the Miz and Dean Ambrose do pick up the win in the pinfall here. After that, we seen Corey Graves get a phone call and leave the commentary desk in a huff. I thought something was legitimately wrong there for a second, but hey, we find out minutes later it's all work. So, I just haven't, and I like the way, and this is a positive point. I'm gonna focus on the positives and negatives. This was a positive point. You never really seen anything like that before, where they just cut away, to the commentaries and just see somebody getting up right in the middle of the shot. Different. It's something different. Now, it's not gonna put the show for me like at a fucking, 9 out of 10 tonight. You know what I mean? Because tonight's show, I'll probably give it like a 2 out of 10. But I appreciate stuff like that where they're trying something different. So, good touch by WWE there. Now, after I'm saying good touch there, this backstage segment just went all downhill for me after this. Backstage segment with Corey Graves. He's giving his phone to Kurt Angle. Angle is reading the text message or whatnot and notes that, refers him as a disgrace, as an Olympic gold medalist. Graves says he supports Angle, and he says enjoys the job that he's doing. Angle says that this could ruin him. So, I don't know where the fuck this is going. This is remind me of CM Punk, Kevin Nash, Triple H back in 2011 after SummerSlam, going into Night of Champions. Remember the text messages? You remember that shit? Do you remember that how shitty that storyline was? I expect the same thing out of this here. And the only people I can think of is something like maybe, Stephanie McMahon, or I don't even think, why was Stephanie McMahon or Triple H trying to blackmail, Kurt Angle? So wherever this is going to lead to, I don't understand it. I don't agree with it. But whatever this is, we may hear something about this at Extreme Rules. I expect some type of storyline development at Extreme Rules. But at the end of the day, if this doesn't, deliver, with an actual shocking, oh my god, I wasn't expecting that, then I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care if this doesn't deliver in some fashion here. But I appreciate WWE, I would say, to try something different here and try to get us to tune back in. And I will say this is something that I will tune back into to see what the fuck happens. Where if it's going to be something that I would agree to or not, or something if I like the booking, I am intrigued to see where this goes. I hope that it is at least tolerable in this situation. I hope that it's at least tolerable. Will it be tolerable? We don't know. Coming from Monday Night Raw, is it going to be tolerable? Most likely not. But I'm going to give it a chance. So, because I am very optimistic I am an optimistic guy, even though I'm shitting on the show right now because the show has been sucking for the past 2 years straight. But I am an optimistic guy. I like to give things chances, so we'll see how that goes. After that, we had a in-ring segment with Elias Sampson. He sings about Dean Ambrose before his match. Fans didn't really boom. They didn't really cheer him. It was just like, what the fuck is this? So, Sampson, he's really bulked up since NXT. So, I don't know if he's on the Jinder Mahal diet. If he's on that Maharaja diet where he's like, you know, I'm the Hulk. I don't know. But he's bulked up since NXT. I like Elias Sampson's, I can't say his fucking name for some reason, Elias Sampson's offense in his match. I like the way that he was very aggressive. You need to be very aggressive, especially when you're a new heel coming in. You gotta get over in some fashion here. Guys may call me crazy here. I had a flash in my head with Elias Sampson. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm not saying this is going to happen by any means of the imagination here. I had a vision in my head that with Elias Sampson holding the Universal Championship. I had a vision. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not predicting it to happen. I just had a vision in my head. I'm like, with the guitar too, holding him on the title, that actually looks good. And it was in my head though, so... You know, I mean, at one point I thought Dana Botch was hot, and when I first saw her in my head, and when she started wearing that fucking, you know, her fucking singlet, she looks like a fucking whale. So we all make mistakes, right? Right? Okay. But Elias Sampson did look good in his match. He uses people want to call it a crossroads. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. But he uses the reverse swinging net breaker, whatever the hell you want to call it, crossroads. If you want to call it crossroads, fine, against Zach Evans. And I will say it once, and I'll say it again. Zach Evans looked fucking amazing in his match. Being the jobber that he was, he sold everything like it killed him. God, like most jobbers, they don't sell like that. Go rewatch this match if you can. He sold like a fucking champion. Beautiful selling by Zach Evans. You know what I mean? And again, this should not be one thing that I should be raving about for this show. But since the show was so bad, I have to find things to talk about. And this was one thing I want to talk about here is Zach Evans, looking like a fucking beast. Looking like a fucking beast as far as selling is concerned. So, but Elias Sampson's win with his crossroads finisher. Graves comes back on commentary, and Michael Cole asks him what was that all about. Graves tell him that it was private. Another point in this show where I was like, what the fuck? Because if I was the commentator, and the thing is, I would not ask him just once. That's my thing. I would have asked him more than once. I would have been like, hey, what was that all about? Oh, it was private. Well, what do you mean? What do you mean it's private? I mean, you never leave the desk while during the show. I will keep bringing it up. Now, again, that's not Michael Cole's fault. I understand they have a structure, they have a fucking, script that they gotta follow. But god damn it, you can't just make Michael Cole be like, okay, well, Extreme Rules is coming up this Sunday. Like, what the fuck? Come on. Are you fucking serious? You gotta, like, actually try to be intriguing with these storylines. Now, with that, when you do stuff like that, that makes me less intrigued about it. Because your job as a commentator is to make us emotionally invested. That's what Jim Ross was so good about. That's what, and some people, and if this was in WCW, and you guys know I'm a big WCW fan, if you've been on the channel here for a little bit now. You guys know that I always mention about the commentary on how they make everything seem real. If this was WCW, they will keep egging it on. Like what is it? Like what's going on? You just left that, you went to, Kurt Angle's office. What the hell is going on? Now, we're still not going to get the answer, but at least make the attempt and make it seem like this is a big deal with Corey Graves leaving the commentator's table. They did not accomplish that tonight. They didn't. They did not accomplish that tonight whatsoever. Terrible. Terrible. After that, we seen Samoa Joe backstage. He was doing a promo. All of a sudden, we get spooky scenes, and we get blah, blah, blah. we get Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt, of course, he's doing his promo there, and basically, long story short, Wyatt, just says, I'm gonna take down the Beast, man. I'm gonna take down the Beast, man. Well, it's gonna be a great Balls of Fire if he does win, but it's just a pointless promo from Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt talks a big game. He never delivers on his big game. Not really his fault. Again, it's Creative's fault, but again, you can't just make him say all these things and make all these big promises and say these big words without anything delivering. And again, Bray Wyatt, the triple threat match that we're about to come up was a fucking great match. Match of the night, very good match, very good. Well, between that and I will say Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, I will say both matches definitely delivered for sure. Again, these are matches where at the end of the day, it's not really gonna do anything for anybody. But good wrestling. We gotta see good wrestling. You gotta see some good wrestling. We did get some good wrestling tonight for the most part, but most of it I was kind of like, zoned out for the most part. But we did get our triple threat match of Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt versus Samoa Joe in a very good triple threat. This was to end the first hour here on Raw. And, basically, long story short, all three men worked well with each other here in this match. I liked what everybody did in this match. At one point we saw was possibly one of the most overused spots in wrestling, especially in triple threat matches or tag team matches. The Tower of Doom Powerbomb. But it was fun. I like it. I like to see it. I don't think that I would get tired of that. That's just me personally. I know you guys have other opinions out there, but me personally, I'd like to see that spot. Barrett does his top rope flip, his helo, onto both Wyatt and Joe. And just overall, this match was fun. It was a fun triple threat. I like the way the match ends. I love Finn Balor. Obviously, you guys see him in the display here. He's front and center here. I just don't want Finn Balor to win every single match, because you're going to start turning him into John Cena. You're going to start turning him into Roman Reigns. So I like the fact that Finn Balor lost tonight the way that he did. He didn't need a win. He will be most likely winning on Sunday. Him and Seth Rollins is going to be between one of those two for sure. I don't see Roman Reigns winning it. I don't see Samoa Joe winning it. I definitely don't see Bray Wyatt winning it. You know what I mean? I want to see Samoa Joe go up against Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe at Great Balls of Fire, I'll wait. I'd rather wait till a SummerSlam match, a Survivor Series match, a WrestleMania match. I'd rather wait for a bigger match with those two instead of be thrown away at Great Balls of Fire. But the way that the match ends is that Samoa Joe gets the coquina clutch on. He got on Wyatt. He got on Wyatt at first. Then basically after that, there was a breakup. Balor hits the sling blade on Wyatt. Balor hits a drop kick on Wyatt into the corner. Then there was a coup de grace. Then basically Samoa Joe came up from behind, threw Finn Balor into the ring post, and Joe covers Bray Wyatt for the win. So, great triple threat. Great, fun triple threat. I mean, it's always good to see matches like this here. But yeah, very, 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 very fun match. Going back to the chat here, Corey looked so scared when Cass got in his face. We're going to be getting to that in a second. I thought three-way was only okay. I thought it was good. I thought it was a pretty good match. Fun match. Bayley and Bliss. Yeah, we're going to get into that in a second. We're getting into that in a second. In the worst segment of the night. I'll tell you who's not going to get Bay of the Week this week is Mrs. Flapper. Fucking bitch. God damn, man. What the fuck was that? We're going to get into that in a second, though. After the match ends, Seth Rollins is backstage with Mike Rome. Rollins talks about his history with Roman Reigns, but loses the friendly tone and says that he owns Reigns. Rollins says it won't be personal and when he puts his knee into Reigns' face tonight. It will be about sending a message to everyone in the Fatal 5-Way. Rollins says he's no stranger to changing the course of WWE history, and he's looking to do it again on Sunday. So that was that particular promo. We have nothing bad to say about it. They have nothing good or bad to say about it, which is good. I mean, if I just feel anything about it, then that's fine. We got our next match of Noam Dar versus Rich Swann with Sasha Banks. Banks. Number 3 Bay in top 3 Bay lists, or top 5 Bay lists here, but she's number 3 in the top 5 Bay list. She was looking damn good tonight. But be that as it may, though, this match here, another cruiserweight match that I did not really give a shit about. Not to say I don't give a shit about Rich Swann or Noam Dar, because I think they're both good talents. I was thinking that they should have done Rich Swann, or I'm saying instead of Rich Swann, is do Cedric Alexander. That will be a great way to get him back on TV. He re-debuted, or not re-debuted, but he came back from injury at 205 Live this past week. And I was thinking it was going to be Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander at this point. If I was booking this, now, again, you know, maybe I'm an asshole. Maybe this can happen. Who knows? Maybe this can happen on Sunday. Sorry for the shake. I know the camera just shook. Maybe this can happen on Sunday. Maybe Rich Swann gets attacked from behind by some unknown assailant. It'll be Noam Dar and Alicia Fox attacking him. Noam Dar and Alicia Fox comes out to the ring. Sasha Banks comes out to the ring and is like, oh, well, I don't have a partner. But I did find somebody backstage, and they introduced Cedric Alexander. That's if I was booking it. But since the match is going to be in Baltimore, Rich Swann is from Baltimore, I don't see that happening. So Rich Swann and Sasha Banks will be teammates this Sunday. But overall, the match was, you know, again, these matches don't get enough time. These matches don't get enough time whatsoever. You got to give these guys at least 10 minutes on TV. To really get the fans into it. I mean, I love what the Cruiserweight guys do in the ring, I should say. But, you know, again, it was just not enough time. Very short match. Rich Swann hits and nails a beautiful 450 splash from the top rope and pins Noam Dar for the win. After that, we came back from a commercial break here and we saw my boys! My boys, the Revival. It is so good to see my boys back. I've been raving and saying that the Revival, and I've been saying this for about 2 years now, that the Revival is the best damn tag team in WWE. Best damn tag team in the world. I've been saying this for about 2 years now, and there's been some people like, oh, when I was doing reviews on Chase Oliver's channel, Chase Oliver 68, go subscribe to him if you like wrestling as well. You go look back and said that the Revival, best tag team in the world. They're great. They're great. And I was getting flack for it. And look, everybody's knobbling on the Revival's dicks now. I'm just saying. I was a fan of Revival back when they were the fucking Mechanics. That's how long I've been a fan of the Revival. When fucking Scott Dawson was, you know, had his fucking, his Confederate flag, you know, bandana on. Guys probably don't remember that. Some people may remember it. Some people may not. But I've been a huge fan of Revival. So they're back, and it's good to see them back on TV. Scott Dawson points out that Dash Wilder's jaw is wired shut, says that the Revival will be back very soon. She brings up Enzo Amore getting laid out last week, but Dawson says that they haven't been around in 6 weeks. Charlie Caruso, she shows a video from last week with Sasha Banks' interview, and where we saw the Revival backstage walking around. They admit that they were there last week, but they were there to work. They worked there. Why wouldn't they be there? Great line by Scott Dawson. Just making the interview smart. Fucking great line. Dawson says Enzo is at a bomb feeder on Raw, and they wouldn't waste their time on Enzo, but nobody else should either. So there you go, the end of that segment. We're gonna have a little bit more of that in a moment. After that, we go to a 205 review from last week. Brian Kendrick versus Akira Tozawa. Fucking great match. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out that street fight. It was a pretty damn good match. After that, immediately after that, and I was kind of wondering, like, what the fuck's going on? Because I just saw Big Cass and fucking Corey Graves' face. Corey Graves was in the face of, Big Cass was in the face of Corey Graves, asking if he really made a comment about Cass having something to do with Enzo getting attacked. Graves apologized and says it was just a misunderstanding. Okay, look, Big Cass, we're not stupid, okay? I predict that Big Cass is behind this. This is too obvious. This is too obvious for it not to be Big Cass. Again, I'm getting flashbacks of Austin getting hit by the fucking car back in, 1999. Or 98, wherever the fuck it was, when he got hit by the car. I think it was Survivor Series 98. I think that's what it was. Survivor Series 98, where he got hit by the car. But be that as it may, I see Big Cass coming out of this and say, like, I did it for The Rock. I'm seeing one of those moments. And it's a shame, too, that Enzo and Cass is going to get broken up. It's a shame, man. It is a shame because these guys were the whitest of white hot teams in a long time coming to the WWE. They were getting compared to the New Age Outlaws and how they're going to change the tag team division in the WWE and how they're going to become multiple time WWE tag team champions and how they're going to just become, one of the greatest tag team ever, one of the greatest tag teams of all time ever. You go from that to what you're getting now. Enzo getting attacked every week. Enzo clearly looking like the weakest link of the team. It didn't look like that when they were in NXT. There was no weak link on the team in NXT. There was no weak. They were equals in NXT. Ever since Monday Night Raw, Enzo has looked like a bitch. Enzo has looked very weak, and it pisses me off. Because that is the stereotype of WWE, that the big man rules the yard. I hate it. I understand, it's not believable. You can't just change, their characters like that. You can't just make Enzo Amore from, I won't say like a fucking great wrestler in the ring, but you can't make a guy that used to hold his own in the ring and used to win one-on-one matches by himself to a particular point where, where just he looks like a fucking bitch. You can't do that. That's my opinion, at least. You know what I mean? You can't have that happening. It was 1999. Austin got hit by it. Okay, well. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, because Austin did lose I think he lost in the first round. The 1-2 flip off Shaman Man. Okay, I remember now. It was either 98, 99. Who cares? I mean, I care, but I'm just saying. But yeah, this. We're just gonna see something. Either we're gonna see something at Extreme Rules, or we're gonna see something on Monday Night Raw next week. I kind of, and also what also reminds me of this too is as well. I know I mentioned of Austin getting hit by the car. This may remind me more of Triple H and Shawn Michaels from 2002. You know what I mean? When Triple H, attacked Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels' blade backstage or whatnot, or, when his head was driven through, the windshield of a car or a window of a car, pretty much. You know what I mean? And, later, in a few weeks or a few weeks after that, they did, a digital reveal of Triple H was the one that attacked Shawn Michaels. I think we may see something like that. If we see something like that, where you heard it here first. If they do a grainy, background shot, I think they may bring that back. That just came to me right now. Kalisto versus Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil wins by a roll-up of Kalisto and had a handful of Titus. Do you give a shit? Do you really give a shit about this? I don't. Next match. Because I don't give a shit. What can you say? Where are they going to be going with this storyline with the Titus brand and Apollo Crews? They went absolutely nowhere. Why is it on TV then? If you're not going to do shit with it. Is this going to build Apollo Crews up to at least mid-card status for the Intercontinental Championship? No. Is this going to put Titus O'Neil up there to become WWE Universal Champion? No. Is this going to get these guys, this could put them as a tag team, and they could go after the tag team championship, but do you really believe that that's going to happen? With the Revival on there? Are you serious? With the Revival on there with fucking, the Hardys, Sheamus and Cesaro? Can you really see the Hardys versus the Titus brand? The Titus brand being the Hardys for the titles, right? You expect me to believe something like that, even though I think the Hardys are gonna lose this Sunday, but I'm just making an example. Pathetic. Not that GTV mess, not necessarily GTV, Daniel, but just like something looking at backstage of like Cass, oh well, I found some footage of Cass attacking Enzo Amore. Cass, does this look familiar to you? Just something like that. Yeah, not necessarily GTV though. No, that wasn't too appealing. Okay, so after that, we got to our worst segment of the night, and it is very, very sad for me to say because I love the show. Alexa Bliss, she's number 2 bae in top 5 baes. And the fact that this match here was not match, but this segment here, rather, was not good at all. This is definitely up there with the O'Day segment for me. Terrible, terrible segment here coming up. We had a Bayley, This Is Your Life. Kind of like The Rock, This Is Your Life. Ooh. They're going to put This Is Your Life on there and expect guys like us, guys like me, who's old school to a degree, to, just mark out for it. No. So Alexa Bliss comes out, and she hypes up the candlestick on a pole match. Now, again, Alexa Bliss, again, owns the what chance. Like, the fans were saying, what? She was like, I'll tell you what. I fucking love Alexa Bliss. She's fucking awesome. That was her high point. She tried her best. But even Alexa Bliss is not perfect. She's not perfect. She must have to think, after going backstage, like, that shit sucked. Why did we have that on the show tonight? Bliss goes on about how soft Bayley is and says that she had to dig deep to find out who Bayley really was. She introduces the This Is Your Life, and she focused on a table full of various items from Bayley's life. She was introducing a doll, she introduced a trophy, a yearbook, then she introduces an older woman in the ring. Her 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Flapper. Are you fucking serious? Do you guys know what a flapper is? A flapper is, if I remember right, I won't say a prostitute, but they used to work like in the Bliss house. No. I'm thinking the wrong thing. A flapper is those women that used to, kick their, do the little can kicks. And the Old West, back in when they used to have the saloons and used to have the flappers on top with the dresses. Yeah, I think that is where flappers are. But who gives a shit? I'm giving history lessons here for some reason. Who gives a shit, right? But that's her fucking name. You know what I mean? When I think flapper, I'm thinking her flashing and, showing her granny panties. You know what I mean? But the teacher talks about how Bayley was a good student. Bayley sat down in the front row with her dad. Jesus Christ, man. Her dad was there because Bayley cried when she was apart from him. This is so stupid. Me reading this again is making me realize how bad this segment was. Alexa Bliss introduces the next person, which is a younger woman, which is Bayley's childhood friend, best friend, Avelina, Tracy Avelina. Why did it just say it's Avelina here? Dang, was I going to say Tracy? Let me erase this. Who gives a fuck about her last name? She talks about how they were good friends until Bayley never wanted to hang out because she'd rather watch Raw or SmackDown. Fans are bored. Yeah, fans were bored of this segment here now because they were chanting boring during this match. Then basically Bliss introduces Bayley's ex-boyfriend Phil Johnson. He says Bayley was a nice girl. This was very fucked up. He says that Bliss wants to know about their first date. Phil says that it was okay but kind of strange because her dad was always there. He says that the moment that they almost had a moment one night when they were about to kiss, his eyes were closed but nothing happened. He opened his eyes and her father was there. Phil says he was going to kiss her father. Are you fucking serious? This show sucks. This show fucking sucks the monkey's dick. Horrible. After that, Phil went on to say, I just want to date Bailey so I can get close to Tracy. Tracy? And Tracy said, oh, I thought you were on my league, Phil. And they immediately started kissing. Right after that. Not even a second later, they just started bawling and kissing. Horrible acting. Horrible actors. Why was this on my show? Why couldn't you just do, I would take a contract signing. Oh, they did a contract signing last week, I think they did. Well, oh, fuck me, right? Fuck. You could have done something else. You could have done something else outside of this here. This was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I don't know why Vince or Kevin Dunn or, or anybody else or any of the agents backstage is like, oh, this is funny. Oh, God, I'm busting laughing. I can't. I'm gonna pee on myself. Like, I don't understand it. At one point, Booker T said, and this is the best segment of the best part of this segment. He said, this is hard to watch. He said, this is hard to watch. And it was. It was terrible. It was terrible. Do I think Bailey's gonna win? Who gives a shit at this point? I don't think she's gonna win. Yeah, I don't think she's gonna win. I don't think she is. Personally. Terrible segment. Booker T said, this is hard to watch. Oh my God, you could not hit it better on the head. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys will know that I did tweet that out as soon as that fucking happened. Amazing. Fucking amazing, man. But be that as it may. Be that as it may. Terrible segment. Again. Terrible segment. For this show. After that, we saw Bailey come out, and basically Bailey's trying to take Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss grabs a kendo stick from underneath the ring because they had the kendo stick on the pole. And when they were saying kendo stick on the pole, I was thinking about the kendo from Hell match, but whatever. Well, whatever. Well, that's another thing for another day there. But so basically, Bliss attacks Bailey with the kendo stick, and that's the way that the match or the segment ends. Thank God. We're almost to the end of the show, guys. We're almost to the end of the show here. After that, we did get another backstage part where we saw Enzo Amore. He was again attacked. He was laid out again. Big Cass walks up and wonders where the revival is. Kurt says that it wasn't the revival. Cass gets upset. Kurt Angle says that he's also upset, but Cass needs to go and calm down. Angle will help and see what happens with this situation because we know that Cass is doing this here. This is so obvious. This is so fucking obvious. So that's all I gotta say about that. Austin Aries and Jack Guy versus TJP and Neville. I thought this was a decent cruiserweight match again. It was decent, and I did not really give a shit at the end of this match because they gave away Sunday's ending. They gave away the pay-per-view ending for Sunday. Last chancery to Neville. Neville taps out. How come you could not save that until Sunday? Why are you giving this shit away? Why are you giving away the ending of the match 5 days early? Or 6 days early, I'm sorry. Why are you doing it? Because I think that Austin Aries is gonna win. Now I'm rethinking it because of what Austin Aries did tonight against Neville. But I don't see Austin Aries losing. I don't. How come again? You could have just done something simple. How come it could not been TJP taking the last chance in the situation? What's wrong with that? Why do you gotta give away the ending of the match 6 days early? Dumb, retarded, stupid. There's no reason to watch this match on the pay-per-view. Even though this is one of my most anticipated matches on the pay-per-view, you give away your ending 6 days early. Fucking retarded. You don't see many baby faces losing matches like this, like I Quit matches or submission matches. Usually the heel loses. Austin Aries is your new Cruiserweight champion this Sunday. After that, I think my notes fade away from me here. After that, did we get anything else after that? Well, of course we did. We got our main event, but yes, okay, yeah, we had our backstage segment with oh yeah, we have a couple things before the main event here. We go backstage with Mike Roman Reigns. Reigns just wants to make their one thing crystal clear. He doesn't. If it. This makes no sense. Who wrote this shit? Wrestling Inc. Good lord. It's supposed to be he doesn't care, but it says he doesn't if. It's supposed to be he doesn't care. He doesn't care if it's his best friend or his worst enemy or if it's Seth freaking Rollins. No one owns him. Reigns just wants to prove why he is the big dog and why this is his yard tonight. And that's it. Reigns, and I'm going to say this about this during the main event, he has heel tendencies. I'm appreciating the heel tendencies by Roman Reigns. But if he's doing heel tendencies, and he was like, at one point in the match, I'm going to talk about in a moment, he's like, kind of like, mushing Seth Rollins' face. If he's being a heel, why don't we just make him a heel? Or acting like a heel, where he has heel tendencies. But be that as it may, some people out there, they kind of think that, that Roman Reigns, he needs to stay face because he does Make-A-Wishes. Well, Cena's there, Seth Rollins is there, Finn Balor's there. Those are three guys right there you can build Make-A-Wish around. You don't need Roman Reigns for that. And even at that, you can still have Roman Reigns do Make-A-Wishes because Bray Wyatt does Make-A-Wishes. And he is a top heel on the fucking brand. I seen Brock Lesnar do Make-A-Wishes. And this guy's, fucking beating people upside the head with his elbows and make them piss blood from their head. If they can be Make-A-Wish, Roman Reigns can be Make-A-Wish as a heel. I can see it. He's like, he has many, of course, but I can see it happening. After that, we got, we saw Neville backstage after the match, and he just goes on and runs like, pointless segment. We got, after that, we got a promo of, and this is another horrible promo as well. Not from Goldust. I thought Goldust was good. He did his usual Goldust shtick, which is good. It takes me back to 1996, 97 again with Goldust, saying that the Golden Age is back. After that, we get R-Truth. Horrible shit here with this. R-Truth, and I will say this. At the end, he says, you gonna get got. And that really, really made me feel better. But he was comparing himself to Juice Winfield and to Dolomite and to Shaft. And unless you're black like me, you know what I mean? And you watch, movies from the 70s. And I watch all types of movies from the 70s and 80s. And I'm black, too. So I know about Dolomite and fucking Shaft and, fucking Superfly and, all those guys. Juice Winfield, that's Pulp Fiction. We a lot of us know what Pulp Fiction is. But we didn't get it. Most people don't get it. The white guy in the crowd that's fucking 22 years old that that lives in fucking I don't know where they were at tonight actually. I don't know where the fuck. But wherever they're at, I guarantee you that guy probably doesn't know who the fuck Dolomite. Probably no Shaft. I'll probably give him that. You know what I mean? But he don't know who the fuck Dolomite is. I can tell you that shit. I can tell you that shit. But be as it may. Again. R-Truth just building up, I guess they're gonna have a pre-show match at Extreme Rules. I don't know, but again, where is this feud gonna go? Is Goldust gonna go for the fucking Universal Championship? Is Goldust gonna go after the Intercontinental Championship? Why is this happening? I understand Goldust is about to retire soon. Maybe R-Truth is gonna retire soon, so maybe this is their blow-up feud, and maybe they're gonna be retiring. Who knows? I don't know. But again, a pointless feud just to get by on the fucking show. You could have done another cruiserweight feud. You could have had that Akira Tozawa match and Brian Kendrick match at Extreme Rules. I will look. Where you go? There you go. An Extreme Rules street fight match that could have happened at Extreme Rules between those two instead of Goldust and R-Truth. Oh my God! I just came up with that off the top of my head right now. They could have not had that match at 205 Live, but hey, I get the cruiserweights, they don't draw or whatever. Goldust and R-Truth draws, whatever. Fuck it. After that, we got our, I think that's all the segments into going to the main. Yeah, that was the main event. The main event, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Now, I will say that this match was good. You know, good main event match. For TV main event match. Rollins and Reigns they were both getting cheered and booed. They were, at one point, there was "Let's go Rollins, Roman sucks" chants. It's usually, you know, wherever match Roman Reigns is, it doesn't matter unless it's like John Cena or somebody. It's "Let's go Roman, Roman sucks." But this was "Let's go Rollins, Roman sucks." Rollins is pretty fucking over, if you ask me. If he's getting if there's a dual chant like that. Now, Roman's gonna get the Roman sucks chants all the time, but I'm just quite surprised I didn't really get like a big Roman chant. We heard little spots of it every now and then in the crowd, but it wasn't really like, "Let's go Roman, Roman sucks. Let's go Roman, Roman sucks." It was, "Let's go Rollins, Roman sucks." Turn the guy heel. Turn the guy heel. I mean, he was acting like heel in the match. He was mushing, you know, Seth Rollins' face. When he did the drive-by drop kick, he did a little bit different this time. Rollins' ribs was facing the steel post. He did the drive-by drop kick into the steel post. Roman Reigns had this little, like, dick-like smile on his face, which I really much so appreciated. He has heel tendencies. Stop teasing us, WWE. That's like your fucking girlfriend, you know, tease you with lingerie and say, "No, I'm on my period." Then why the fuck are you wearing your lingerie then? It's the same shit, in my opinion. But, match ends overall with Roman Reigns winning with the spear. Very good segments in this match, though. We saw a nice Phoenix splash from, a temporary Phoenix splash by Rollins. He does a nice roll through. Reigns runs into a sidekick. Then Reigns with a big right hand. Rollins with it as a Giri. Then Reigns was trying to go for, Rollins trying to go for a fucking curb stomp, which is fucking surprising. I think they're gonna start utilizing that now. But it's not actually gonna happen. The curb stomp. I think they're gonna try for situations like that. "Oh my God, he's trying to go for the curb stomp. We haven't seen that in a while." But once he actually nails it one of these days, it's gonna pop up and mark out moment. But Reigns wins with the spear. I don't mind Reigns winning this match because he's not gonna win on Sunday. So let him win this fucking match. Who cares? He can win 1,000 TV matches. I don't give a shit. Just don't put the fucking belt on him. I don't care. I don't care how many matches he wins on fucking Raw. You know what Raw stands for? Roman always wins. Okay, so let me go back to the chat here real quick. Sure, can't wait until next month when we see the rest of the Cup promos about Great Balls of Fire. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking great. This Sunday at Great Balls of Fire. Oh my God, Heyman, this Sunday at Great Balls of Fire, Finn Balor, you're gonna have to go against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. Are you kidding me? They had a live show in my city also. Roman Reigns, the Big Doll says, "A more powerful than a locomotive." Believe that. All right, Roman Reigns. Let's see, man. I'm glad you were able to make it out. Like I said, you know, the match overall was a fun main event. Reigns wins. Like I said, I don't mind it because as long as he doesn't win on Sunday, that's all that fucking matters, right? But I don't see Reigns winning. I see between Rollins and Balor. I will give you my official prediction on Thursday live on the channel. But tonight's Raw, guys. That's your review. Tonight's Raw overall, I give it a 2 out of 10. I give it a 2 out of 10. Positives. We're gonna go through the positives first before I end this stream here. I will say that shit. It's like trying to dig gold out of shit when you're trying to find positive points. I'll say most of the wrestling matches were good for the most part. Not anything horrible bad. I mean, and when I mean by wrestling match, I'm talking about matches that got over 2 minutes. So I'm not including fucking Kalisto and Titus O'Neil. That's not a fucking wrestling match to me. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. Rich Rhino and Dar was even decent. You know what I mean? The tag team match with the Cruiserweights was pretty decent as well. I thought it was good. Also, as well, I will say that Elias Sampson looking very, very aggressive in his match. Zach Evans is the MVP of the show tonight, and I'm going with a jobber as the fucking MVP. Very good. Very good selling in that match. The things I look at, I really appreciate. Good. Samoa Joe, like I said, all the matches were pretty good here. Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, and Finn Balor. I mean, that was definitely a good match there. Alicia, I'm not saying Alicia Fox, but Alicia, she looked good too. She's not top 5 Bay. JoJo, oh my fucking god, JoJo tonight. That's why she's on one Bay. She just follow JoJo on any social media, Instagram. Jesus Christ, JoJo pose every single Monday. That booty though, good god. Alexa Bliss looked good tonight. Sasha Banks looked good tonight. I mean, all my bays look good tonight. All my bays look good tonight. Top 5 bays. They're in top 5 bays for a reason. They all look good tonight. Any other positives? Alexa Bliss in some parts of the This Is Your Life segment was pretty good. In some parts, most of it was goddamn cringeworthy. And Booker T saying, unfortunately, this was a good part, but he was saying that, well, I forgot the line. What he said, this is really hard to watch. God damn, man. Oh, my God. Horrible. Everything else is shit. Opening segment was shit because of the fact that it's the same shit that we've seen every week. Kurt Angle and, Big Cass and Enzo Amore and his whole mystery with the Revival and Corey Graves, with the exception of Corey Graves leaving the table at the very first moment. With the exception of that, it was all shit. I don't really give a shit what happens because we already know that it may be most likely Big Cass. The This Is Your Life segment was the worst segment of the year this far. Worst segment of the year thus far for that, for sure. I don't know what to say, guys. This show was awful. I hope Extreme Rules gives me a different tone on Sunday. I really do. I really hope it's a good show, guys. I really do. I really hope it's at least decent. You know what I mean? I don't like to shit on Monday Night Raw. I don't like to shit on the product because I love wrestling. I wouldn't be on here if I don't love wrestling. But I gotta tell you like it is. I gotta tell you like how it is, man. I gotta tell you like how it is because I don't want to bullshit you guys at all. Let me go through the chat here before I close up shop here. Roman versus Brock 2 at Mania 34. Can't wait. Roman will slay the Beast. That may happen. I think Roman is still going to win. That's just me. Daniel saying here that, JD, I'm with you. I think it was Cass. I think it's so obvious that it's Cass. I think it is so obvious that it's Cass that it's pretty disgusting at the same time. But, that is my Monday Night Raw review, guys. Tomorrow, I'll be back here live from our SmackDown review. Be here for Wednesday as well for my NXT review as well. Thursday, uploaded on the channel probably around noon, 1 o'clock, we'll see. Will be my Extreme Rules preview / prediction. So that's going to be there on Thursday. Friday, the Game Over podcast. Saturday will be the top 10. And on Sunday will be the Extreme Rules pay-per-view review. So, guys, again, daily content here on this channel. I want to grow the hell out of this channel. I need your guys' support. Share this stream. Share this video on Twitter. Share this on your Facebook. Because that's the only way we're going to grow, guys. I want to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. The way that YouTube's going right now with the whole fucking ad shit and actually, especially with wrestling channels, I don't know if that's going to happen. But goddamn it, I'm gonna do my fucking very best to get there. For sure. But that's it, guys. If you guys like this, be sure to leave a thumbs up on your way out. Thank you for you guys coming out, talking to me in the chat. This is fun. This is something I'm going to be going forward with. So live streams, every single review here on this channel. But that's it, guys. Like I said, be sure to leave a thumbs up on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. And like my Facebook page, where both links are down below. And also down below you here in this lovely display. And I will see you guys later. You guys have a great night. After this, I gotta go upload some other shit to JD Venom. I'm a fucking busy man. I'm gonna go get some food and go upload to JD Venom for tomorrow's Rage of Duty. Tomorrow's Rage of Duty video. So that's it, guys. You guys have a good night. Peace out.